Hi everybody, I'm PJ with Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas. Today, I am at the Intech RV factory with Keith.
Hello.
Thank you for helping us show you the new Soul Dawn. This trailer is how heavy?
So this trailer is 2,600 pounds and it has a tongue weight of 280 pounds.
Right, and it is 16 foot long overall,
Correct.
and that's including the tongue.
That's right.
So this great tiny trailer feels huge inside. It is beautiful. We're gonna start inside, show you all the details. Let's go.
All right.
Wow, this is impressive, Keith.
Isn't it great? The
It
open
is.
feeling inside this trailer.
Yeah, and we're gonna start up here at the kitchen, although you'll wanna stay through the whole thing because this is impressive. Look up front. I love this big farmhouse style sink. It's aluminum. I love the iron grate on the top of the 2-burner stove.
Absolutely. We want to give nice amenities inside the kitchen here. A lot of space to do your dishes or whatever you have there in the sink area. And then, like I said, just a nice cooktop there as well.
All right, so it looks like marble, but what is it?
It does. So it's actually got a film that lays over the top of it, so it gives it a nice finished edge there. Gives it that hard surface look, but it is a vinyl type product.
Wow, so if I spill something on here, I don't have to worry. Is that
Cleans
the
up
idea?
Easy. Exactly. It won't suck in. It's not porous. Easy to clean up.
I really like the idea that there's no edge banding right here. You know that little trim piece that's on the outside of a lot of counters? So it's not going to actually cause any issues if it gets wet there.
Correct. Yep. Nice clean look as well.
Okay, tell me about all of these nice little blue controls
Yeah,
here.
so we kind of put all of our lights right here. So as you can see, I'm at the doorway. Easy to reach in and grab them as soon as you walk in. You've got lights for your main cabin lights. You have accent lights all throughout it. And then also on the exterior, you have an accent and a porch light on board the unit. So over on this panel here, you're going to have your water pump and your tank heater. Tank heater is for your black tank. It's underneath there. So if you were camping and it was below freezing, it'll keep that
Right.
tank from freezing up.
Excellent.
And then you got a water heater, both gas and electric options there. And then up across the top here, you can check some of your fresh tank and your black tank water levels along with your battery level.
So how big are the freshwater, gray, and black tanks in this?
So the freshwater tank on this is 26 gallons and your gray tank is 28 gallons on board the Soul Dawn.
Wow, that's amazing. And what about the black tank?
It is a combination tank. So your gray and your black are combined into one tank on this unit.
Okay, and it's 28 gallons, so it's
28
larger than your freshwater tank.
Correct.
Now that's sizable.
It is. It is. You can do a full weekend very easily with that size of a tank.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, well, I love the storage up here.
Yeah.
The bank of drawers that you have here.
We really try to take advantage of a lot of storage. So you got a number 4 drawers going across there. And this is huge. If you look back in there, the depth.
Okay, let me step out of the way here a bit.
You could store additional items underneath there, put trash can underneath there. A lot of space for storage right underneath the sink.
That is huge storage for the kitchen. I know a lot of people will probably want shelves. Others will want a roll-out tray.
Correct.
Every option in the world for however you are going to use that space. Now you also put a little bit of storage up here at the top too.
We did. This is a nice spot. You know, so you got coffee cup there, your spices, those quick grab items. Nice and stored right up top. And then your stereo's up here too. So you have access to your stereo controls. It's a 4-speaker system. Also, this is your DVD player. So if you put in a movie right there, it'll talk and coordinate to your 28-inch screen TV that's on board the Soul Dawn.
So is this Bluetooth as well?
So it's Bluetooth connected, and as soon as you put in a DVD, it communicates directly to the Jensen TV then.
Awesome. I love having the power fan above you right here in the kitchen
Yes.
too. If you're cooking or anything like that, you've got that fan venting
Sucking that
right out the
on
top.
up. Absolutely.
Big window at the front, and you've got day-night shades.
You
so
do.
You've got day shades, then blackout shade as well. You know, there's so many windows in this. We'll look on the other side. The day-night shades, I think, is crucial to making this just a really comfortable trailer.
It is, yep.
I love the little silver hooks right on the wall here.
Got the hooks on the side there to throw your silverware, whatever utensils you have up on top. So.
Or I would use it for hanging a little bucket for storage, but I probably would also put my keys and a few other things up there that I wouldn't want to lose.
All those items are really convenient right there.
Right.
So.
Okay, well, let's look behind me here. Now, I love this white wall here. It gives it a real modern look.
It does.
All right, let's take a look in the shower toilet combination.
Yes.
It's a wet bath. Now, inside this space, I love the silver wall on the back. The aluminum walls in here make it so cleanable.
It's a nice accent, and it is a very bright bathroom. So one area we really focused when we made the Sol Dawn, for a trailer this size, we wanted to have a usable bathroom. So this is a 29 by 44 inch floor inside here. You do have 5'9" of head height. So even a taller person is going to be able to get in, actually use this bathroom, and have some space. You do see we have the little 12-volt vent up top there too, so you can suck all that moisture and everything out while you're showering. And we use an exterior door, as we do on all Sols, in the bathroom. And what that does for you is it seals off the bathroom without having to use a shower curtain. So no sticking to a shower curtain when you're taking your showers in there.
Well, that makes perfect sense. If you use an exterior door, that's made for a really good seal.
Exactly.
I see. And I really like the hanging mesh pockets on the right side so that you can keep a lot of your bathroom items in there.
Correct.
So they're very accessible. It is an amazingly spacious shower for a 16-foot trailer. That's for sure. All right. Now, one of the things you mentioned is the 5'9" shower. Is it 5'9" on the interior here? Because as most of you know, I am 5 feet tall. And Keith, you're a little taller than me.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", but actually the center of this unit is 6 feet 4 inches tall on the inside.
Okay.
So while the bathroom's a little smaller, it comes to the back end of the trailer. In the center of this, there's plenty of stand-up room for most customers.
Okay, great. Now you've got the power fan right above here, and then the air conditioner in the center, and all these nice little LED lights. They just look very classy. And I like the fact that they're not just bright in your face.
Yes.
Lighting in a trailer is really important to me. I talk about it a lot. You've got some recessed lighting right up here in the kitchen.
Yep. And we try to give you as much control that way as possible. So that's why as we look at all these light switches, you can turn off the main lights, just have the accent lights. So whatever mood you're looking for, you can set it with the lighting.
Now over here by the television, we've got a different set of lights and cabinets.
Yeah, so over here by the television, you're going to have some pantry storage. So going back towards the kitchen area, now you've got 3 shelves worth of storage inside here. You have a little countertop space on top. You're also going to find you're going to have your control for your Dometic AC and your power vent fan right there.
And I love having the plug right on top of this counter. The soft close cabinets, look at that. This is just such a modern, clean look on these, and so easy to take care of.
It is. It really wipes down fast and easy. So after you use this camper, going through and cleaning it is a breeze.
And you've got the same countertop that you have in the kitchen. This is where my coffee pot would go, plugged in right here, and it would be great. 28-inch Jensen television, some more storage up here with that recessed blue light. Just a great feature.
We did. We try to really maximize storage. As you look around, you'll see cubbies all the way across the top. We go back and forth from something with a door to an open cubby. So you got a lot of place to store your items for a trailer this size.
Well, let's take a glimpse. On the other side, we've got the refrigerator and the microwave.
All right.
So the rest of your kitchen space is moved over on this side with the microwave at the top, another little counter right here, which I know that I would use for all kinds of great things.
That is a handy
probably
space.
In baskets or just whatever,
Yep.
whatever I need. And then the Dometic refrigerator, and this is a 3-way refrigerator, correct?
Correct. 3.7 cubic feet. It even has a removable freezer section. So this is your freezer up top. If you need more fridge storage, you can actually pull that freezer out and increase the amount of storage you have in the fridge area.
Well, then where would I put my ice cream?
Well, I don't know. You better keep it.
Yeah,
You're
I
gonna
would
need
keep
that.
it for ice cream. Okay. Underneath, let's take a look.
So we got our furnace down there. That's a 16,000 BTU furnace. And then you got
Wow, 16,000 BTU. That's going to cook this place.
Absolutely. You'll have
That's gonna
no
work
problem
in
heating it.
really cold weather.
No problem heating this unit. And then you got your load center right next to the furnace.
The converter.
The converter, exactly. And then down below, you're going to have your LP detector.
All right. That looks great down there. I know that this bed space right here is so open. We have it made into a bed right now, but it also makes a great seating space.
It does. So this was a big focus again when we made the Sol Don, is we wanted to make sure that if you had your bed set up, you didn't have to tear it back down to have your dinette. So if you want to have it set up to where your bed is here, this is 48 inches by 80 inches when it's set up in this type of form here, and then you can still sit 2 people at the dinette. Now, if you want to have a huge bed, if you want this thing to come all the way out to here, which is close to 72 inches long, there's an additional filler that can be purchased on the Intech Marketplace and makes you a nice, almost king-size bed.
All right, so the king-size bed is 72 inches wide.
72 inches wide by 80 inches.
80
long.
inches across here.
Yep.
Wow. That's incredible. That's bigger than a queen-size bed.
It is, yes.
A lot
of-
bigger.
A lot of sleeping space.
It is a king-size bed, really, in almost all dimensions. That's fabulous. All right, well, first thing, I think we have to talk about windows.
Absolutely. So
So-
we're up at the front.
First thing that you'll notice, right?
Yep.
You have got the classic Sol windshield on the front.
It is, and that's what everybody loves. You come in here and you have that big view right out the front windshield wherever you're camping. Hopefully it's not in the factory like we are here today, but you know you can take advantage of that. We also put these large windows on the sides. So now
Right.
when you're up front in the dinette, I mean, you are surrounded by windows. It's very
Windows on
open
3
feeling.
sides.
Yes. windows
That's
on 3
something we
sides.
hear from customers all the time. They are looking for windows.
Yep.
So this is just spectacular. Tell me about the storage at the top.
So up above, you're going to see we got more cubbies up there for you. You do have a couple cabinet storages on the sides as well. And then when you go to the front section, those are actually quite deep. So you open those up, it goes way up into the eyebrow of the trailer. And that's where you would store your filler cushion. And then there's also spots for additional storage items up there too.
And recessed lighting underneath those and up here in the cubbies.
Yep.
Again, just makes for a really great feel if you don't
It
need
does.
the overhead lights.
It does.
Now, when you said filler cushion, you mean the cushion that turns this U-shaped dinette into a bed, right?
Correct. So that's what we have in place right now is that single filler cushion giving us that 48-inch bed right now.
Okay. Well, let's turn this into a dinette
Okay.
and show people what that looks like.
Sounds good. Let's do the quick change.
All righty. Okay, so Keith, I have to say this is the largest dinette I have ever seen in a 16-foot trailer.
Isn't it
It's
great? I mean, the space
so
for, I mean, you can
spacious.
put 6 adults. We've sat 6 people around here comfortably with tons of room. You can got room to kick up your legs if you want to. It's a very inviting space.
Well, and I'll have to say, you're 6'2". You're
Yes.
not a tiny guy, and there is tons of space
Lots of room.
around you here. And gosh, I just don't know how to explain how open this trailer feels. Big windows all around. Let's talk about just a few more details. I know we have a roller shade up here,
You do.
and this is going to be your blackout for the front.
That is a blackout shade, so that's a nice simple, just pulls down, and then you pull it back down again to release it, and it goes back up for you.
Okay, I pull it down and it rolls right back up.
Yep.
I love that. So up here is a switch right by the bed, so you can turn off the overhead lights. I just love the way this feels with the blue lighting that you've got in the cubbies,
Yep.
and then the recessed
accent
lighting
lighting.
right up here underneath the cabinets.
It does give it a nice cozy feel, doesn't it?
It does. It does. All right, and I love the switches right here by the bed.
We put it by the bed, so that way when you're laying down there at night, you don't have to stand up and go up to the switch panel. It's right there by you.
Now, these are going to be your speakers up here, correct?
Yep, so you have 4 speakers total in the sound system, 2 that you saw when we were in the back section by the kitchen, and then these 2 up here in the front.
Okay, so speakers in every corner, right?
Correct, every corner.
Super. There are also a few switches over here that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, so as you go by the refrigerator cabinet, there is your 120 volt and 12 volt plug-in sections. The 12 volt has the USB plugs on it as well. And then we always conveniently place the battery switches right there on all the soles. So easy to get to when you're done camping for the weekend, or however long you've had it out, you just flip that off. You don't worry about your battery going dead.
Wonderful. So your battery disconnect is right here along with all the other electrical.
Correct.
Brilliant. So easy to use.
Exactly. We didn't want to hide that one. That's a convenient piece.
Good. The last thing that I want to talk about before we go outside is the flooring.
Yes.
This flooring looks beautiful. It's kind of a weave. It's got a pattern on it. I know some people are a little worried about cleaning it or how well it's going to survive. What can you tell me?
So it's infinity woven flooring, and one of the reasons we chose it is used on pontoon boats. So a lot of high-end marine industry products use this flooring. And in the early going, when we did a lot of testing with it, we caked it with mud, got it greasy, dirty, and we found that it cleaned up as easy as our rubber coin flooring that we were using in some other products.
Wow.
So it's very durable and really does clean up nice. And I kind of like it because it's not trying to be anything it's not. You know, it's not a fake wood, it's not a fake tile, it's a woven floor. Has a really neat, authentic look to it.
I completely agree. There's another reason I like it is because if you have a vinyl floor, it may seem like it's easy to clean, but it can get a divot in it, a scratch, a dent, you drop something heavy, and then you've got a mark on your floor. And this just seems to be so durable. I have never seen anything quite like that in these floors. Super easy. I also love the way your table can turn. So you can create this space to be anything you want.
Absolutely.
Great for 2 people, great for 6 people.
Yeah, exactly.
How many
Invite the friends in, right?
Yeah, how many 16-foot trailers can say that?
Not very many. That was one of the big focuses on this trailer. And like you said, even just that swiveling table makes it easy to get in and out. However you need it set up, it goes to it easily.
That's great. There's some great things that you've done on the outside as well.
Yes.
So let's go out there and let's try to show people all those cool features.
Sounds good. Let's go.
All righty. What a great trailer on the inside. So much space. It's gorgeous. Let's start over here. I love the big handle. I love the profile, the awning.
Yeah, we really took advantage on this side. Of course, you got the awning, which is pretty nice there again for a trailer this size. You got a 7-foot awning, pretty good size. You also have a really convenient exterior storage right there.
Oh,
so
let's take a look.
If you pop that open, you'll see you can fit quite a bit of stuff right there on the outside. Easy to get to.
Magnetic catch.
Magnetic catch on top.
I love that.
You do have your outlets right here next to it as well. So if you're setting up a table or something outside, you've got those easily positioned.
All your appliances or anything you want right there, party lights.
Absolutely.
This is a nice size storage.
It is. You got a lot of room inside there. You know, you get your camp chairs, your firewood, whatever you're bringing with you, easily stows away in that exterior storage compartment.
And it goes all the way up to the front, so you can actually store things all the way inside. It also has the infinity flooring, just like the inside.
Correct. The flooring goes all the way throughout the unit there.
I have to say, this is probably the prettiest compartment I have ever seen. It's gorgeous. Complete finish out on the outside compartment.
We do try to finish out all the compartments, so when you open it up, you get a nice clean finish anywhere you look.
Well, while we're standing here, let's talk about construction just a little bit.
Yes.
Tell me the construction features of this trailer that are important if somebody's looking to invest in a Soul.
So with a Soul, like any Intech, it's going to be all aluminum construction. So we're going to have our own aluminum frame that we design, that we make in-house. It's going to have a Dexter torsion axle, so as opposed to having a leaf spring axle, when you hit a bump and the whole trailer would bounce, on this unit, as you hit a bump on one side's able to respond to that and gives you an independent suspension. Part of the frame as well is we do a fully welded cage that sits on top of the frame. So as opposed to having a laminated wall that is then stapled or screwed down to your floor as part of your structure, you have an entire cage that makes up this unit. It's all aluminum, all welded together. And then our walls are attached to the outside of it. We're not dependent upon this exterior skinning to be structure on the unit.
So the base of it, the actual chassis, the walls, the roof, everything is welded together
Correct.
before you actually start building the trailer.
You got it.
That's impressive. That's impressive. What are we looking at on the outside of this trailer?
So the outside of it's all fiberglass.
The front cap is all fiberglass as well, right?
Correct. So you got a full fiberglass cap on front, and then as you look up to the roof, that is a fiberglass roof as well, and it goes all the way from where the cap starts all the way to the back of the trailer without a seam in it.
So you mean all the way from this front cap to back where a bumper would be
Correct.
is one piece.
One piece. No seams in any of that construction there.
That's wonderful. I love the gel coat that's on the top of this.
It is. It's a nice
It is
high-end finish, great shine to it, really looks sharp.
It is. Now tell me a little bit about the windshield on the front, because for some people this is a concern.
Sure, because we do have a piece of glass up front here, but this is just like your car windshield. This is a 3-ply tempered piece of glass, just like a windshield would be. If you were to chip it, you could actually do a gel repair through a glass company, just like you would on your car. If you were to full-on damage your windshield, it could be simply fixed at a glass repair shop as well.
Just like your car.
Just like your car.
All right. Well, it is beautiful, and I know there are covers available to keep them covered and protected when you're going down the road, right?
Yep, we do have a cover that you can add on to it, and that way you don't have to worry about a rock coming up and hitting the glass at all on you.
Wow. The styling of this is just gorgeous. So I like the front of it as well. We're looking at the tongue where you can actually see the framing of the trailer.
Here you can start to see some of the aluminum that we're using on this overall construction. Another thing I think is really neat about this front cap design, you'll notice we molded in the LP tanks. So you don't have your LP tanks sitting out here on the tongue. They're nice and hidden back here behind this cover. It comes standard with one tank, but you can do an option to get dual tanks on board the Soul Dawn.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Yes. Excellent. Well, let's move around to the back side of the trailer and take a look.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, now we're on the off-door side of the Soul Dawn. Tell me what we're looking at on this side, Keith.
So here you'll have some of your ventilation for your furnace, your water heater, your battery. Also on this side, you will have your water fill. So that's what you see right there.
Now your battery is right inside underneath the dinette on this side, right?
Correct. It's under the dinette, and that's the vent you're seeing right there. That is for your battery ventilation.
And the gas electric water heater.
Yeah, correct.
This is going to be the water system where you can either fill your tank, which is 26 gallons.
Correct.
Or you can hook directly to the hydrant. The furnace, 16,000 BTU furnace.
16,000 BTUs.
And a 13,500 BTU air conditioner.
Absolutely.
I am so impressed. This is going to be toasty warm or very cool in the summer.
There's no temperatures it's not going to be able to handle. At least
That's right.
Well,
it's very impressive. All right. Your refrigerator vents.
You got your shore power plug in there.
All right.
Up above that, you got your coax cable. So if you want to plug in an antenna or cable into there, and then your solar prep plug right above that.
Okay, so if you were going to use a portable solar panel, you could plug it in right here.
Correct. Plug right in. You're already wired to the battery.
Pre-wired for that. All of your products have the nice little light on the fender.
Yes.
I love that.
All LED marker lights all throughout. And then back behind you, there's one more thing on the exterior you'll notice, and that is a spray hose right there. So that pops out, and you have a nice little spray down. If you got bikes or equipment or gear or something like that, you can do that right from the outside of the trailer.
A nice little spray port here.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
So right here you have your sewer dump, and then your sewer hose storage is right in front of the axle.
Wonderful. All right. Coming around the rear of the trailer.
Okay, so coming around the back, you're going to see one thing that's a little unique to this unit, because we're looking at the prototype right here.
Okay.
We ended up having room for the spare tire to go underneath the trailer and stow away. So the spare tire won't be on the back of the trailers, it'll actually be underneath the frame towards the front half of the trailer.
Excellent.
Also on the back, you'll notice you got your LED marker lights again, your brake lights. Down here, you're going to have a 2-inch receiver. It's got a 100-pound rating on it, so you can add your bikes, your bike racks, storage racks, whatever you like back there as well.
Great, a nice little storage back here if I needed it.
Absolutely.
All right. Now, I noticed down here you have the hand crank stabilizer jacks. Are those just on the rear?
Those are on the rear and the front. So all 4 corners of the unit do have stabilizer jacks as well.
Excellent. Now, the only other thing that I've noticed that we haven't talked about, Keith, is when I look up on top there, I see the vent in the bathroom, that power fan in the kitchen. What are we looking at in between?
So in between is your antenna. So you do have a TV antenna, HD antenna there, and then also brings in your FM stations as well. Both come through that antenna port.
Great, great. I think we've covered a lot of the features on this trailer. This is a 16-foot long trailer with so many great features on it.
A lot of features and a lot of space. You know, as we talked about, when you're on the inside, it feels way bigger than 16 feet.
It does, it does. So if you are looking for something 2,600 pounds and 16 foot, something that's gonna be a smaller trailer, give you lots of space, you need to check out the Sol Don. This is an amazing trailer, and we look forward to showing it to you at Princess Craft RV in Round Rock, Texas. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe, send us your comments, and I will see you next time. Thanks, Keith, for joining us today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. See you next time.